I think it's kind of a sad commentary on the modern world that nowadays, if you use the term masculinity, the first word that people will think of to associate with that term is toxic. You've probably heard this term, you've at least seen it floating around the internet. Toxic masculinity. And my question is always, isn't there a bright side to the dark side of masculinity? Isn't there a positive flip side to toxic masculinity that you see people talking about and writing about all around you? Now, obviously the answer is, of course there is. Of course there is a beautiful side to masculinity. It isn't all toxic. But I believe there is a serious lack of masculine leadership in the world nowadays. And to fill this void, there are all kinds of what I call fake alphas proliferating the internet, proliferating YouTube, talking about how alpha they are, calling themselves alpha, saying everyone else is a beta, puffing their chests up, artificially lowering their voices, I'm not kidding, and just sort of telling anyone who will listen how alpha they are. In today's video, I want to offer a bit of a warning to modern men to be careful about all these fake alphas going around. I'm going to share a few of my thoughts on positive masculinity and the pandemic of fake alpha males on the internet. My name is Zachary Stockill, and since 2013, I've been working with men and women from all over the world, helping them overcome obsessive jealousy, overcome retroactive jealousy, and save their relationships. If you'd like more information about my work or you'd like to work with me one-on-one, please visit my website at retroactivejealousy.com. I remember I had an acquaintance once, many years ago, who started some kind of guys-only Facebook group. And I'll spare you the details, but he used the word alpha in the title of the group. I forget what exactly it was, but it was something alpha. Alphas only, or you're an alpha, or I'm an alpha, and we're all alphas, and isn't it great to be alpha? It was something like that. And I remember I was talking to a buddy of mine about this, because we were invited to the group, and it was like, this is a bit weird. And my buddy said, I don't think it's very alpha to call yourself alpha. And to my mind, that is a perfect summation of the problem on the internet nowadays, where you've got all of these guys with no credentials, nothing backing them up, but a puffed up chest and, lowering their voice and trying to say how alpha they are, trying to be role models to young men, saying that real men, saying that alpha males never show any emotion. They're never vulnerable with their women. They never show their woman their heart. They're kind of a dick to women most of the time because that's what alphas do. And you've got a lot of sad, lonely, kind of lost young men looking up to these guys, saying, this is my new role model, this totally fake alpha male, that's the man that I want to be. You see a lot of these guys in the space generally called the red pill on the internet. I recorded another video on the red pill recently. You can find it. My lovely YouTube editor will post a link above my head here. But anyway, the internet is becoming filled with these guys, filling the void of masculine leadership. Because the truth is, the world needs more masculine leadership. We need more men to step up. We need more men to have conversations and offer thoughts on how to be a good man in the modern age. Masculinity is absolutely not 100% toxic. There's a beautiful, positive side to masculinity that I think more guys need to be unapologetic about talking about. But to my mind, calling yourself an alpha male, calling other men beta, talking about how alpha and awesome you are, and just these idiot flexing on Instagram and trying to show how tough you are. And I call them the duck face brigade, okay? And this is gonna sound really weird, but bear with me. You'll see these guys posing for pictures and they all do the duck face thing, that kind of thing. You see them doing this all the time because it's all peacocking, it's all puffing up their chest. There's no soul there, there's no vulnerability there, and it's absolutely transparent to most people that this is pure compensation, this is pure insecurity. I'm gonna get a little more specific now. I've seen one of these guys on YouTube recently, and he has a stutter, right? My best friend growing up had a stutter. It's a terrible thing for people to deal with. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. He had a speech impediment, this guy on YouTube, like my friend did when I was a kid. And he's calling himself an alpha, and he's talking about how alpha he is. And he's trying to suppress the stutter because, maybe stuttering is beta or something. And I can see it clearly. The more he's trying to suppress the stutter, the worse it's getting. Because it's like a nervous tick that he can't quite, get over. Whereas if you just own the fact, you know what, I have a stutter and a YouTube channel, and I'm not going to apologize for that, and I'm going to speak, and I might stutter sometimes, but hey, I'm imperfect. I have all kinds of flaws. I'm not always super alpha when I talk. If he would just do that and relax a little bit and show a little bit of vulnerability, the stutter would be much better and his YouTube channel would be better. This is one example, but it's a broader phenomenon that I see. All of these guys overcompensating, trying to proclaim from the rooftops about how incredibly alpha they are, and often putting other guys down in the process. So you'll see all these ridiculous slang words, thrown around the internet, calling people a beta and a cuck and a this and a that, and they're trying to make themselves feel better by putting other men down. And in my worldview, the kind of man that I want to be and the guys who I surround myself with, my role models, my friends, and all the rest, there is nothing more pathetic than putting other guys down in an attempt to puff yourself up. I want to build people up. I want better men around me. I don't need other men to feel small to make myself feel big. So all of this is to say, and I'm ranting now, but I'll wrap up soon. All of this is to say to young men watching this video, to any man watching this video, beware fake alpha males, because there are a lot of them on YouTube nowadays. And as far as I'm concerned, I am far less concerned about being considered alpha. I want to be considered a good man. And I think that's enough. I think that is a worthy pursuit right there. I don't need to call it other people beta. I don't need to call it myself alpha. I'm pretty happy the way I am, trying to be a good man, trying to be a little bit of a better man every single day. If you want, in a future video, I'll share more of my thoughts on masculinity and positive masculinity and all the rest. But I just want to put that message out there. Beware who you're getting your information from. Don't look up to all these fake alpha males. And I think it's a much better use of your time to work toward becoming a good man rather than a fake alpha. Okay, rant over. I'm done, I promise. Thanks for watching this video. If you got anything out of this, please let me know by clicking the like button below. You can also leave a comment telling me what you think. While you're at it, please make sure you subscribe to my channel as well to be notified of new videos moving forward. Thanks for hearing me out. I'll talk to you again very soon.